Rightio, question one of the 2019 HSC paper is, of course, a multiple choice question. And I'm going to give you some techniques on how to approach a multiple choice question. Doesn't matter what subject you're studying, you can use this in every multiple choice question that you are asked. By the way, just a little bit of history behind multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions were designed so that people could pass a test. And I'll get into that more when we're doing face-to-face teaching of why that happens and why there was multiple choice was created. But in a nutshell, they're easy because you can see the answer. But then we get a little bit wiser and we start saying, well, hang on, we'll have one question or one answer that's definitely the answer, but then we'll give one that's maybe close and then two that are definitely not. All right, so let's have a look at the question. The question states, which of the following shows the logical organization of data in a flat file database? Now, a flat file database is a database that only has one table. We are used to using or creating relational databases. And what I mean by that is that the database has more than one table and they are related in some way. So let's have a quick look at a database that I have created. This is actually the database that I created with you guys, so it's not uncommon for you to see that. But I'm not going to show any of your data because this is going out onto the internet and other people may wish to view this one. So we're just I'm going to show the favorites table. Right? So this is the favorites table. And what we have here is, of course, fields, and you can see that the name of the fields is listed at the top. Then we have data entered into the fields, and the data is actually characters put into it, but they become a string of characters, or what we know in a database is text. Now, and we also know the data type of text is also a alphanumeric, so it can have numbers, symbols, and text in it, but I'm not going into that. You can also see there is primary keys and foreign keys in this one, but in a flat file database, you don't have any of that because you don't have more than one table. If we look at the data dictionary of this table, I'll just close down the property sheet so we can see it a little bit better. We have the primary key and foreign key because it is in a relational database, but flat files don't. I'm becoming a bit repetitive. Then we have the field names and the data types there. If we look at the data that's going in here, we can see that these are numbers and these are characters placed together to become a string. Now, when you put all the characters into the field, it then putting them all together becomes a record. And then once you put a whole heap of records in, it becomes what's known as a file. So the question says, which of the following shows the logical organizations of data in a flat file database? We know that characters go in first. So process of elimination, B and C are gonski, right? So B and C are no longer, and maybe I should undo that. Maybe I should just sort of cross them out or something like that. Let's see if I can. No, I won't worry about that. That's fine. I'll just go back to my arrows. Now, hang on. Let's add this in. Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. What's that? Add a line. Okay, let's add a line. Oh, it's a big long line. Gone. And oops, and gone. Okay, so those ones are out. Now, the next thing is to say that, righto, so we've got two answers here that are possible. So remember what I said. It went characters, field, record, and then the file. So where do we have that? Well, D says character. Yep, character, yep. File, no, files at the end, that should be at the end. Then record, No. So the answer for this one is A, because we go character, field, record, and file. Now, just a few points that I want to make. First of all, even if you know the answer to a question, spend the time to process of elimination the ones that are definitely wrong. And then say why is the final one definitely wrong, and why is it definitely right? Now, when you play something like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you watch next time Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You get enough time to see which answers are maybe close enough, and then you see there are two that are definitely wrong. Now, if a contestant says, I have absolutely no idea what the answer is to this, Eddie, I can guarantee you that they're going, if they know how to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, what they're saying is, I sort of don't know the answer, but I'm going to use process of elimination. And 9 times out of 10, 90% of 100 questions, you're going to get the answer right because of using process of elimination. Quite often, I will sit there and just play it at home. Now, it's at home, it's not the pressure of a studio, and it's not the pressure of the time ticking away, and there's not the pressure of the money, and there's not the pressure also of other contestants playing the game and Eddie talking to you. But when you sit there at home and you use a process of elimination, 9 times out of 10, you'll get the answer right. So I want you to do that with every multiple choice question that you do. Once you start doing it properly, you start to consistently get answers correct. Hope that helps with question 1.